What should consumers know about the effect of online rating systems on consumer preferences and choices? In 2023, tourists spent around $22 billion on food and beverage in New York City, which is about 25% of all tourist spending in New York City. And if you think about it, across an array of consumer decisions, we use online rating information. My research that focuses on the New York City restaurant industry tracks the changes from 1994 until 2013. And the question I tried to answer was how the easy access of online rating information made possible by the internet, what's changed is our ability to very quickly and easily access ratings information. So I merged the Zagat data, lots of restaurant data, with firm performance data that comes from the IRS. And we found what I thought to be a rather surprising outcome. It was specifically in areas that are frequented by tourists, and especially for the highest price point restaurants. And I think this makes intuitive sense. In our own neighborhoods, we know what we like. We have deep personal information and experience with the offerings. But when we put on our hats as tourists, we don't know. And the importance of ratings becomes especially vital when we're making a high price consumption choice. In particular, I find that a one-star differential impacts restaurant revenue by about $200,000. And this is especially true for the most expensive restaurants. I'm in the process of building my own rating information platform so that I could experiment to get at consumers' really deep-seated preferences around different alternatives. Ultimately, my real interest is really understanding and helping you find the restaurant that you want to eat at. So existing platforms tend to focus on categories, it could be about a cuisine, a price point, or a location. But sometimes your preferences are harder to pin down. Maybe it's that you want a starch, but it doesn't neatly fit into a specific category. It's not just Italian food or Greek food or something like that. It's tentatively called kinda like, but if you tell me what your favorite restaurant is, I could tell you something kinda like that, but different in some way. Perhaps it's an Italian restaurant that you experienced on a trip to Venice, but obviously you might want something closer. So it's kinda like that restaurant, but closer, or cheaper, or lighter, or what have you. A professor at MIT once asked me, why do you study restaurants? And I said to him, if you walk down any main street of any town, it isn't the biotech firms that you in particular study that gives it character. It's the restaurants, it's the bars, it's the coffee shops. It also happens to be a hotbed of entrepreneurship for minorities and female owners. It gives so many people their first experience in the labor market. So it has so many dimensions that matter so much to me.